Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Say It Out Loud GG podcast. Today we have in the house of Rachel Pagan. But before we get into that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, which is Anointed by Chris Collins and La Cienciani Styles. Thank you for sponsoring this program. Today we have Rachel Pagan. Let me tell you, I just got to tell you her business name, and let's it's gonna come out with a New York or maybe Philly accent accent. So it's like that nailed Jawn. Okay. Now the first question I'm gonna say, tell us a little bit about yourself, but where did this name come from?
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Rachel. I am a nail artist, a Philly nail artist. And so my name is That Nail John because the word John is a Philly thing.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in New Jersey, but I've been living in Philadelphia for, I feel like most of my adult life, since the age of like, I want to say 14, So, and I'm going to be 33 this year. So it's been a while. So I was thinking of, okay, so a little bit about myself is that I am a nail artist. I also am a full-time student. I am a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a creative through and through. And that is what inspired me to get into doing nails. It came from seeing, someone do nails on Instagram and TikTok. And I was like, that looks easy enough. And I love getting my nails done, but it can get expensive every 2 weeks, paying a lot of money. And
Okay.
I had the money to pay it, but I was like, let me see if I can get into it. Maybe I can actually do my own nails. And that's how it started. So for my birthday in December of 2023, my husband asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said, I want stuff to do my nails, to learn how to do gel X. So I specialize in gel X and press-ons, custom press-ons. And so he was like, okay. So I told him everything that I needed just to get myself started. He bought me everything. And the same night that it came in, I started, just bregando, like trying to, learn and watch a ton of videos. I would probably watch the same video like 10 times, every step in the application and the, filing your natural nail and the glue and not get air bubbles. It's just like a lot of steps. And, but I have been loving creating, wearable art. That's like my motto now that like my husband gave me. And I really do believe that, I love being expressive. It's just another way of self-expression and to just give me, a piece of happiness. 'Cause as you know, I love my piercings, my tattoos, my colorful hair. Right now it's a little bit more on the neutral side, like blonde, and stuff. But I've had red, green, orange, purple, blue hair and stuff. So that is for my love of being self-expressive and creative. That is how the nail John got started.
Yes. And I love it because it fits you. Like, and me knowing you personally, for those who don't know, we know each other since forever. Okay. Ever and ever. Okay. I know this is such you and it fits you. And I'm so happy that you made this space, created your space, right? Because the most important, especially of becoming an entrepreneur, because that's what an entrepreneur is creating this space that it's not work, but it's work. It's something you love to do. So it's not considered a job. It's not considered work. It's considered expressing yourself and the passion that comes within. Right. And it's like you said, a form of just expressing yourself and being able to be that, right? To be in your space. So where do you see yourself? Well, before we go into that, I want to say, so you do press on. You said you do press ons, but you
Mhm.
also actually do the nails. So what? And I know people are gonna judge. Do not
No, it's
judge
no, it's
people.
totally.
But what is gel X?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can totally explain that because before I found out about it, I was like, "What is that?" I only know acrylic. Acrylic is the OG, okay? um,
Okay.
like so someone once mentioned it to me and I just really couldn't understand. But basically after like doing my research, watching TikTok videos and stuff like that and tutorials on so Gel-X basically the difference between Gel-X and press-ons is and acrylic. So acrylic when you get nail tips, it's put on the tip of your nail and then they'll put the acrylic over your real nail and the tip of the nail. So that's acrylic. For Gel-X, it's a whole nail tip, so it covers your whole entire nail, your nail bed, your nail plate, all that, and then it's also a tip like for the length. And so that is secured with a clear um, gel, and you have to cure it under a UV like purple lamp
Okay.
so that gel hardens and it's attached to your nail, and they can last as long as like acrylic, 2 3 weeks, even more. And so that's Gel X. And then for press-ons, basically I still use the same full nail tips that I would use for the Gel X, but there's no curing because it has to be the nail has to be plain, like clear
Hmm.
for the gel, for the light, the UV light to hit the gel to harden it against your nail. So then press-ons is either you're using the nail glue to stick them on or like the little stickers that you can use. That's like for like if you only want to use them for a couple hours or a day, then you can use like stick.
Okay.
So that
Good.
is
So
press.
what is the difference? Yes. So
Mhm.
what is the difference between a press on and then the sticky thing, the glue, the tape
The
or
stickers.
the
Yeah.
stickers, the stickers.
Yeah. So the stickers, they're basically um, so if you can see here, they are clear, and on top of them is like a film. So you measure it to the size of whichever one is going to fit you. You still use these for press-ons. Um,
Okay.
it's just that it's not as long of a wear as the nail glue.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
me taking it off. Let's say I'm going to put it on my thumb, and then I remove the film and then put the nail on top of it, and I just press it down, and it's more of like double-sided tape to hold
Okay.
in place. And they last about, I want to say, 4 or 5 hours, maybe a day, depending on how, like, what you're doing. Because it could be just for photo shoots. So this is like, this method can be if you change your nails often, or you're doing a photo shoot, or you're going to an event. I know some people that unfortunately they are allergic to some of like nail products and nail glues. So this would be like perfect if you have very sensitive skin. Um, and
Okay.
so, yes, those are the differences. And then you can also use like nail glue for the press-ons. But yeah, those
Okay.
are the two methods like that are best like to adhere press-ons.
Okay. So as a entrepreneur now that you're starting, are you are you doing shipping? Do you have how people could reach out to you if they're interested on your press on nails or service, right? Because when you do the gel X then you're servicing the person,
Right.
right? In person. Okay.
Right. So I am a home-based nail artist in Philadelphia, and if anyone does want an appointment, they can reach out to me on my Instagram. And so my Instagram name is that now Jawn. So just like that, one word now, that now Jawn. And for press-ons, I do ship. I do ship. I had a client from Florida. I had a couple actually clients from Florida that they told me what they wanted. And there's also a process on how I do press-ons, like how I can best fit them to your nail beds because everybody's nail beds are different. That's why I say
Okay.
some individualized. I don't do bulk and then send them out. They are handmade, taking the time. Like you'll send me pictures of your hands with like a coin next to it. And so this is like the trick that I do. And let's say it's a quarter. And so it'll be these four fingers, a quarter next to it. And then I'll enlarge it, put a quarter, so like to real size. And then I'll use whatever size, whatever shape you want. Like there's coffin, there's square. And I'll measure your nail beds to the tips.
Okay.
Because
So it's
I want to
really
just try. It
custom
is
made.
custom, custom. And
Okay.
you send me what colors you want, the length, like short, medium, long, extra, extra long. I want them French tip. I want charms, things like that. I hand paint everything, and then I send them in a kit. So every press-on order comes with a kit. So it'll be instructions. It'll be the cuticle pusher. So it's like to push the cuticles back and then to buff your own nail. All the instructions, the do's and don'ts, aftercare, all that is in
Oh, nice.
packets. And glue stick, nail glue. Yes, to adhere your
Okay.
price.
And what's the turnover rate? So if someone placed an order because it's custom made, what how many days is to expect it, right? Because so if I place the order today, I won't expect it in 2 days, or will I
Right.
expect it in 2 days?
So I would say about at least 7 days.
Okay.
Um, I would say 7 business days, depending on how intricate the design is. Because
Oh, okay.
if the design is very simple, let's say I just want like one base color, and you don't want like intricate lines or like different, every nail was different, or you want like, so it just depends. The simpler it is, the sooner I can, with everything else, how I mentioned
Mhm.
before, I can, send it out. But
Okay.
with every press on custom nail press on order is the shipping and everything will be included in that amount.
Okay. Okay,
Hmm.
so you include just everything, one price. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
Because yeah, and I heard that because that's a technique as well that I've heard from professionals saying just include everything in the price, because when people don't know, like just include it, that's
yeah,
it, pay it, like simple
yeah,
stupid how people say it, that's a saying that they do, and I love that you
yeah,
incorporated that, because that is important, because you're incorporating it, so it's just place the order and be happy with it.
right.
So that is
Yeah.
a plus, especially in the entrepreneur industry, believe me when I tell you that, because sometimes I have switched it in what I sell. I switched it up. I put shipping included, then shipping not included, then this, then that, trying to figure it out, and you did that from the get-go, so you was born to
Yeah.
be this.
Yeah, I just think is more simpler also just for me too and stuff, because also I even think about like me when I go and buy something, and sometimes the shipping when it's not included, I'm just like, dang, that is so expensive. Just get like this, and it's so I get it, but I just think it's just more simpler to do it that way for me, for myself.
Yeah, and that's the whole point about being a small business owner and an entrepreneur, is doing whatever works for you, because what works for you might not be what works for anybody. And I love that you're in this space, right? So early on in this stage of your entrepreneurship, small business owner, you already own in that space. So I want to congratulate you, say I'm so proud of you. That I was like, I'm the one who's gonna get emotional, right? Here, because you're so dear to me, and just having this opportunity, that when I saw that you were, and I saw you doing your own nails, like, and I was like, okay, like she's doing, but when I saw you got into the space of just being that entrepreneur, being that boss, having that small business, starting off, I was like, this is it. Like, I gotta interview her. She has to be in my podcast. Like,
That
you so ha-
that is easy though. That's the thing. Like that wasn't even my intentions from the beginning. Like I said, I did it because I wanted to save money and I wanted to see if I could do my own nails, and that's what I did for the longest time. But I always had other people like, do you do like, can you do my nails? I want to do your, like, I want you to do my nails, or I'm so far away. Can you make me custom press-ons? Do you do press-ons? Yes, and it was just, and I had people left and right, like, make a page, start it, like, why not?
And,
And
and here you are, because I know I was like, when are you gonna do my nails? Because I know I sent you the message like, you gotta do my nails.
yes, yes.
So yeah, and I love this for you, and I love this space for you. So where do you want to go from here? Like, so is this something that, of course, you're in school full time? So I know education is the key to all success, guys. Just putting it out there, okay? So never say no to education. The more you know, the better it is. The more knowledge you get, the bigger you become. But where do you want to go with that nail, John? Right? With this small business company, where do you see yourself? Do you want to grow, or this is just a temporary thing? What is this?
Yeah, so I think what's a little bit difficult for me to fully say now, um, where I want to go, I do have some dreams and I do have some thoughts and ideas of what I would like to do. Um, so I am in school full time. I was in school years ago and I got my associates in biblical studies, and then I was a year away from my bachelor's in human services when mommy passed, and I took a break from school. So it's been 3 years, and I'm finally back into school, and I'm actually doing my prerequisites to be a registered dietitian.
Mm,
Because that's also something very near and dear to my heart, because I have so many family members, and also just it's heavy in the Black and Brown community, diabetes
mhm,
and things like that. And I want to do my part. If there is a way to integrate, what I'm doing now with nails, eventually get licensed in being a nail tech. I can also work with diabetes patients and doing, their foot care and stuff like
mhm,
that. So I think it's something that I can see, and I eventually would love maybe doing a mentorship program and teaching other young girls how to do nails, and that be something that they can also grow and flourish in, because I have quite a few other friends that also do nails, some that do acrylic, some that do both gel X and acrylic, and they're young, and seeing, how they're also in their entrepreneur um, journey at a very young age, teenagers, that like I can see this is something positive and something that I can connect with people, as and as like me. And you know that I'm a people person. You know that I'm outgoing. I mean, we both are both
and
Sagittarius. We're
nurtures,
both
yeah.
Aquarius, and we're both
Okay.
friendly and outgoing, and we connect with people. It's just also in our nature how we
Mhm,
are, you and I. And so how can I, even in the work that you've done, with the youth and stuff, and the schools, and how can I in this always bring people together, bring a positive, impact in their lives. It gives girls confidence when they have their nails done. They have that
mhm,
extra like happiness and sass, and they feel confident. I want that, and it's just not for girls. It's for everyone that wants to get their nails done. Because I could
mhm,
do manicures, I could do whatever. I don't judge. I'm loving.
mhm,
I'm always love God, love people,
mhm,
and love them where they're at. And so I would hope to continue to grow. I would love,
mhm.
as of right now, I would love to continue to grow that now, John, into just being able to connect with people, have them leave even more
And it's like
confident.
you said from the beginning, have a space to express themselves, because I know that's why you did it. I know because I know you, and I know because you're an artist. You have always been an artist. Like,
Yeah,
you have been you as from day one. People,
yeah,
you guys don't know. Like, She is herself. Like, and I love that. And I think that that's why we fully connect, because when we're in the same space, it's like so expressive and there's no judgment, there's
Right.
nothing. And I think that you're delivering that. And that's what you're doing, because you said it from the beginning. You did it to express yourself, and now giving that space to other people to express themselves. And you create it, be part of that expression. And that's very important, because there's different ways of doing that. And it's like you said, feeling good when you have nails. I feel like I'm mommy songa when I have my nails. I be like using, that Latino comes out quick, like, I mean, and I just be doing the hand motions and all that.
Yeah,
I think I've done that like 10 times, kept going like this so people can see my
yeah,
nails
mm,
in the podcast. Yes. But I know, because this is the way I like to express and it makes me feel good about
yeah.
myself. So I know exactly what you're saying. And I
Mhm.
love the space that you're creating, that, because sometimes we need happy, you know? There's a lot of down, there's a lot of, and the fact that we're also doing it in this month, the month of September. I don't know if you know, but this is like, September is the month of suicide awareness. So it's really important to just incorporate that there's different ways to express ourselves, whether it's through the art of nails, the art of anything. You have another person, which is Rachel Pagan, that nailed Jawn, and she put her own style into that. Doesn't that tell you so much about her? Reach out, go into her Instagram, message her, write to her. She's a people person, she's a nurturing personality, for those who don't know. Okay. But thank you for being here. And I want you to close it out. Close it out with anything. This is your space. Talk to the people, talk to the audience, let them know what you want, what you're looking forward, and what are you here for. So close it out.
Yeah, so I just want to encourage anyone that's listening, anyone that's tuning in, that be you, be authentic to yourself, and express yourself in the way that makes you feel happy. And it can be in the forms of nails. That's why I said that it's open to everyone. I don't do like it's not just girls that I'm doing. No, I love people, and in this month of September, that is suicide awareness, and mental health is definitely very big, and near and dear to my heart as someone that does, have some mental health, things like depression and things like that, and but that's regulated, with therapy and medication and things like that. But I was once in a very dark place, and as and
As I was at one point
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. But again, a lot of people don't know. Gigi's known me since I was like what, 6, 7,
6. Yeah,
probably.
6, 7. Yeah, I want to say
So
6.
second mom, like y'all don't know. That was, she's my mommy's best friend. And so my words to everyone is just find what you love and find what makes you happy and flourish in that. And so that's what I want to do with this and the self expression and helping myself feel confident, help other people feel confident, bringing people together, community. We do live in a world, unfortunately, that there's just so much going on and so much stress. And again, I'm in North Philadelphia. And so I do live in an urban community where there's a lot of poverty and things like that. And this is, if I can bring people together, if I can make them feel good, if I can make them feel a little bit more polished or however they want to express themselves and just enhance that beauty that they already have, then that is my goal for right now. And eventually I would love to share that with others, teach other people how to do nails and just continue to bring the community and people together.
Yes, yes. So guys, so what's your Instagram? So it's that nail John
Yep.
together. We're going to put it in the description. We'll put it. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them here, because she'll be watching. She'll
Yeah.
be there. We're just a phone call away, by the way. And go follow my girl. Go follow her in Instagram. Ita. Oh, and I said Ita, but it wasn't Rachel.
It's okay. That's not it. Again, look, it's because she knows me.
Yeah, I want to say I'm so proud of you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for loving me the way you do. thank you for being here, for seeing my process, because I think that you girls, like I said, 6 years old,
Yeah,
have seen my process. And
yeah.
I'm the only one allowed to say my girls because that's all I've always said it. So
Right.
I'm gonna I'm gonna continue to say that. And I just wanted to say I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you.
And I know you're gonna thrive in everything you do because anything you touch flourish.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Once again, thank you for our sponsored Chris Collins from Anointing and La Cienciani Styles. Until next time, guys, remember subscribe. Bye.
Bye.